What is going on, guys? We're going to continue the fun, the shenanigans, and the good times. Junior had to go, but hey, let's keep this party rocking.
What? Oh, there it is. Hang on. I want to share the.
Hey, let's keep it. Yeah, let's share.
Did you send that to Military Biker?
Yeah, I did. He should be joining hopefully soon.
Let's see. I just want to put it out on the.
Oh, there he is. Hold on. Let's get him in. Bada bing. There's the man himself.
Howdy, howdy.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. I'm having some. I'm out of Stella, so I'm drinking gin tonight.
That's an upgrade.
Yeah, man. I'm being fancy posh.
Oh, getting fancy like Applebee's on a fucking date night.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. When you got a fridge full of gin and fucking tonic, then you've got to drink it.
Let's see. Hang on
That's
a second.
the rules.
I'm influencing.
Me too. Give me a minute, because
what's happening, Dallas? Dallas face mullet. That's a fucking amazing name.
I'm fucking working on it. God, I'm trying to multitask like a sumbitch right now.
Jeez.
There we go.
This is my third live stream of the evening. I'm rather drunk.
Jesus,
Where were they? Who else were you on?
Well, I was on mine. Obviously, you got, sunk like, hang on, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Stella. And then we came over to Harley Fatboy Juniors. And now this one. So
I didn't know you were live tonight. I totally missed that.
No, mate, it was a lastminute.com thing. Just, it was I think me and Junior sort of decided to do a live at the same sort of time, like literally at the same time. It's crazy. But yeah,
we actually were sitting on the couch. We went out to dinner, had some drinks, came home, and I said, "You want to do a live?" And she goes, "Yeah, let's do a live." And we just unplanned. We'll just do it. And we turned on YouTube and we saw, well, hell, Fat Boy's live. We're like, well, we're not gonna go live. We'll just go on his. So we just started hanging out, and so we didn't plan on,
Oh shit! Now I gotta pay attention to this shit and pay attention to all the comments.
Oh, you have the con, as it were. You gotta bring comments up, say hi to everybody in the side, all that good stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to a lot easier when it was somebody else's channel. I could just sit here and drink beer and whiskey and have a good time. Now I got to pay attention.
No, you got to be the cruise director.
Oh, fuck. Corey, there'll be no glassing tonight. Let's not go down the glassing road already.
You know what? I am so glad when I said we could do it on my channel. You want to do it? What do you want to do? I'm so glad Denver said, no, we'll do it on mine, because I don't want to have to manage the damn thing. Like you win, man. You deal with it.
You win.
Oh shit. You know what? But hey, it's all fun and it's a fucking good time. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, fucking Dallas, Bry fucked you, Scouts. Glass him. No, I won't go on glass. Glassing's bad news, man. Glassing's a bad news. That's wrong.
You should. We should send Dallas a link if you want to. Denver, like Dallas is a lot of fun too. If you want.
Oh yeah. Give me a second here. I'm trying to post this shit up. Like I said, I'm a multitasking son bitch at the moment.
So Bry bailed on us, but here he is typing away in the side chat. Like, what's that all about? Like,
I think his Parkinson's got in the way, and he's like, I can't do this no more. I'm shaking like a motherfucker.
I'm just gonna be on the side chat.
I don't know. Dallas says he's pretty fucking drunk.
Well, that's why he should be on here.
Oh fuck! All right, let's.
We'll just see the top of his head. We'll just be like,
who's Instagram messaging me? Oh fuck!
We'll
fucking
send it to him. Let's get this shit going.
I just can't wait, man. We're gonna be at Bikini Beach with Military Biker. No one's gonna understand a word he's saying, and then I'm just gonna go around telling everyone, "Hey, man, he said your wife's a whore. You should hit him." and then
glass.
Exactly. Watch it.
All right, Dallas, we sent you a link.
Left and right.
All right, so let's see if Dallas jumps on.
And afterward, everyone's gonna say, "I really like that Scouse guy with like bloody freaking glass."
Yeah, exactly. Like a fucking Glaswegian smile.
I I tell you
He's a
what, I
good
gotta
guy.
make it to
He's
Sturgis
a good
next
guy.
year.
I liked him a lot. Like,
He's a good guy.
I mean, he only shanked me like 3 times. Like,
Yeah, fucking hell. Sorry, are we allowed to swear?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, all right, good. Because you know how I like to swear. Being a British.
Me too.
so my favorite story about Bikini Beach, which is this like stage, and there's a pond, and everyone swims and they drink, and it's crazy. So
Nice.
there's a bridge right next to it, which is like a creek that goes under it.
All
So
right.
me and the missus, we walk down and we make friends wherever, and we're standing there talking. And I just happened to glance in the dark down in the creek, and I see a John Deere Gator 6x6 upside down in the creek down in the ditch. And I just look and I go, did anyone notice the freaking vehicle? Like it's like underwater in the creek? And the guy goes, oh yeah, he got out. He's right over there. And I look over and there's this guy with blood all over his face, down his shirt. Like he's been in a major accident. And he's sitting there drinking a beer, talking to people. And I'm like, are we sure there's no one dead under that thing in the water right now? Are we positive? Like,
This sounds like my kind of place,
fine. Like, you gotta love bikers because I'm like, this was a serious friggin' accident. Like,
yeah, he just gets out the water and just has a
he
pint.
did. He like climbed out of the muddy ditch and got a drink. Like, I like. The next day they had to bring in a crane to like pull this thing out and.
Oh, geez. Was it one of them ones that like mow the lawn? Is it like
yeah? It was John Deere, but a 6x6 with like 4 wheels in the back, 2 in the front,
Holy
like
crap.
a big commercial kind of golf cart of sorts. And this guy freaking flipped it and just crawled out.
Look at
What's up, Dallas?
What's up, Dallas?
We got Dallas here now. Oh boy!
Look at he's in the dark. He's in the. He's like, they don't want him to see.
I gotta go turn the light on. I'll be right.
I gotta turn the lights on. It's not good.
Yeah, I'm. Thanks. I'm kind of intoxicated.
Well, Dallas is going to be running our sponsors for the night.
Join the club. Look, I even brought down a bottle of water. I'm not drunk. Fuck it.
I need a bottle of water.
I've got plenty of sponsors.
You have some sponsors for us?
Oh, I got plenty.
So my favorite, I haven't done it yet, but I said for the longest time, I'm going to do a video and then stop and say this episode sponsored by Bob's Butt Plugs.
I do it, brother.
And I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do like a whole thing. I wish I had like a friend. I do, but that could design like a fake commercial because I want people to go like, what? Like,
hey, I'm all about that kind of shit because
it's funny.
I don't care. You know, I can do it with a straight face. You know, we can talk about Love Bound, the toys that satisfy. I'm good.
Dallas, you seem like a man of the world. You know, with that conversation we just had there, that comment, you seem like a man of the world.
So Dallas, what he said was, he said that.
Did he just call me gay?
Yeah, that's what he said.
No, hell no. I didn't say you were an anonymous biker. I never said that. You're an anonymous biker USA. No, I never said that. Fucking Bent isn't Arab's dagger. Hell no.
Oh shit! This is awesome.
This is action. You know that, right? This is just bad.
So the accent is not helped by the bad internet.
Have I got
you just went.
Have I got shit internet again?
It's not horrible, but it's not the best.
Mate, I don't know what the hell's going on. I pay my bills like a good citizen, and I end up with this shit.
Aren't you in Canada?
Yeah,
I am.
Well, you know,
it's like you're Scottish now or something.
Well, that's what happens when you spend 25 years in a Scottish regiment. That's exactly what happens. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You say "I" a lot and eat haggis quite often, so.
Organ meat with oats, which sounds great. I mean, really, like, you know.
What? Do you know what the best Bairns nights we've ever had was for the last 25 years. It's been amazing. Robbie Burns is like a massive sort of figure in Scotland, and we have a thing called Burns Night where we just get absolutely drunk, wear kilts, and eat fucking pig's bladders or whatever, sheep's bladders. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's horrendous.
So if you don't know, this is how you guys lost the empire. I'm just saying, like, kilts and pig guts is just not the way you rule the world. Like that's not how that works.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I say that lovingly. I'm just saying that's just
obviously.
So my big boss is in London, and every year I've worked for him for a decade. Every year he tries to set a meeting on the 4th of July. Like it's just this like ongoing kind of joke where he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll meet about the thing on Tuesday. It's 4th of July," and I'll always go, "Ha ha, it's 4th of July. We don't work on the 4th." And he goes, "No, you're still ours. That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about." And it's still funny. A decade later, we still laugh. Like
yeah, because the 4th of July is like you guys. That's your biggest sort of holiday of the year, isn't it? Let's be honest. And for us, it's like the day we don't talk about.
That didn't go well.
Yeah. We spent hundreds of years conquering the planet, and then all of a sudden it's like, hello, get out.
You should try housing a couple Aussie kids on the 4th of July. That's some interesting shit right there.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, we housed a couple Aussie baseball players on the 4th of July. They came up for a big baseball tournament we had here in Port Angeles. 2 teams from Australia.
I thought they were going to die.
Yeah, I mean, fireworks are illegal in Australia. They can't play with them. So we gave them well, I shouldn't say we. Our sons gave them firecrackers and bottle rockets. Dude, it was the most entertaining shit. I was crying.
Why do Aussies give a shit about Independence Day? What they just
It's not so much that as they don't get to play with fireworks. They're illegal in Australia.
That makes me laugh. That makes me laugh.
Black cats and some bottle rockets, and it was like the happiest day of their fucking lives. And we were dying laughing so hard we're fucking crying. They're shooting at each other, throwing them and shit.
But it was also kind of scary because they were like shooting them at each other, and like they don't know.
Well, that's what you do.
Yeah,
they don't know the protocols. You're not supposed to actually do that in front of a.
No, have you ever met an Australian before? They're out of their goddamn minds. Like,
yeah, we found that out.
Yeah,
they immediately go, "Oh, what should we not do? That's what we're gonna do." Like that's the first thing they,
I love those kids that wanted to keep forever.
Every third word is cunt, so you got pretty used to that.
You just dropped the C-bomb. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, but in Australia it's fucking cunt. Like it's
like you fucking cunt. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, you hairy motherfucking cunt. You big horrible tooth bastard cunt.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to play. You're not allowed to play with fireworks. Have crocodiles, spiders, fucking snakes.
The whole country wants to kill you all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I was at I work with an Aussie dude that I freaking love to death in Melbourne. His name's John, and we do this event every other year roughly together. And I haven't seen him because of the pandemic. I haven't seen him in a couple of years, but I remember the last time we were together, he told me one of the funniest stories of my life. His dad and my dad are twins, angry old Vietnam vets, right? And
oh my god!
So, and his parents still have like an orchard in the middle of nowhere outside of Melbourne. So he's like, me and my son, we go to stay with my parents for the weekend. He goes, the first thing is my dad walks out butt ass naked at 5 a.m. yelling, "You fucking cunt!" Like every day, like that's just like his normal thing. He goes, so I go out and we're sitting in the family orchard, and I didn't know this, but parrots. Beautiful tropical birds are a nuisance in Melbourne because they eat the fruit. Didn't know that. So John says, I walk out with my son and we're sitting on a bench and I'm snuggling my beautiful 5-year-old boy and we're admiring the freaking, sunrise, and a parrot lands on a tree right in front of us and begins kind of eating on the fruit, whatever. He goes, and my son says, Daddy, look at the beautiful bird. He goes, that bird then proceeds to fucking explode into like a freaking cloud of blood and guts and feathers. And he goes, And he goes, I hit the deck. I like grabbed my son and jumped on the ground. I turned back. He goes, and there's my father with a 12 gauge behind me on the deck, friggin' executing this parrot. And the dad says the fucking cunt was eating my whatever they were, mangoes or something. And he goes, Dad, you shot a 12 gauge over your son and grandson's head, like right over our heads at the friggin' parrot, like. And he's standing there with a friggin' smoking shotgun going, don't be a bitch. Turns out I walked back in the house, and that was like
oh, fuck. I'm crying.
Crazy.
That's so funny.
Nuts. Like,
oh, fuck.
He goes, I can't describe me and my son like it was a freaking Hallmark card looking at this bird, and then it's going, pop!
Disappearing into thin air.
A pink mist, just like in the air. You know?
Fucking hell. I can tell you a few stories of shit disappearing.
Oh, do tell.
No. So, I'll tell you the dog story in Kosovo. So, I was like, what, 18 years old at the time, I think, when we went to Kosovo. You guys must have heard of Kosovo when, the Serbians.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I remember
when NATO went into Kosovo, and sort of we were sort of second in, I think it was. Anyway, long story short, we got tasked with killing all these or taking out all these rabid dogs that were just running wild and fucking just eating everybody and so on and so forth. Well, anyway, this guy that I was with, it was a staff sergeant. He was a staffy at the time, and I was a young trooper, joined the army like a year before. And we got called out to this house in the middle of Kosovo. Went down. And the story was, this dog had been attacking all of the people around in this sort of area. And we were like, oh, fucking, here we go. Let's go and take out this crazy dog, really a fucking lunatic dog. Let's go. And this guy that I was with called Ian, I won't say his second name, but anyway, Ian, we walked around, we got out the Land Rover. We walked to he just decided that this house was the house with the dog. And so we walked around the back of this house, and there was a Labrador, a golden retriever or Labrador, whatever, one of the two, chained up, house pet. And I had this puppy, brand new puppy next to it, right? And before I even had a chance to go, this isn't a house, he got his fucking combat shotgun out and blew the fucking golden retriever away. And he went, I was like, what are you doing? And he blew the puppy away right next to it. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh my God. And next thing we heard was like a load of kids crying. And as we turned around, man, it was like, there was like 12 kids on the balcony of this house. And it turned out it was the wrong house. It was next door's Alsatian that was attacking everybody. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh my God.
And he blew away this gorgeous dog and its puppy. Needless to say, he ended up getting sacked the very next day because, he just went in, fucking blood in his eyes. He was like, bang, bang, took out these two dogs. And it was the wrong house, mate. Wrong house, wrong address, completely wrong place. And it turned out to be the next door neighbor's crazy ass, fucking rabid dog that was attacking everybody. Not these two, the way we went in, and I was like, oh my God, this is horrendous. I was like, oh no. And it got sacked, and it just horrendous shit. I was 18 years old going, oh, I get to kill some stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, fucking blew this.
But not a golden retriever. Like, that's not what, yeah.
That
wow.
Fluff everywhere, golden fluff everywhere. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. Like, horrendous shit.
One of my brothers in the organization that I'll be named in St. Louis, this is many years ago, anyway, he was in a certain capacity in law enforcement back when we used to have law enforcement allowed. We don't now. Anyway, he was chasing a guy down an alleyway that was like a suspected murder suspect, whatever. He's like, I'm running down the alleyway, and then the guy jumps a freaking 8-foot fence. He goes, and I go, oh, I'm not doing the 8-foot fence. Like, that's it. I'm not doing that. Like, I can't do that. I'll break a hip. So then he stops. He goes, and I hear something running, that whole thing. He goes, I turn, and there's a freaking giant Rottweiler just charging me from this house. He goes, and I go for my pistol and realize, like a rookie, even though he wasn't, he had left his sidearm in his patrol car. He was unarmed. Shit. And he goes, oh, this Rottweiler's going to just freaking go for the throat and kill me.
Yeah.
The Rottweiler jumps and pop. His partner had gotten halfway down the alleyway and took this dog out as it was like flying through the air toward him. And he goes, and I felt guilty because I'm a dog nut, whatever.
Yeah.
But so then the lady comes out and yells at him, and he looks at the dog and looks at the lady and says, "Let's be honest, that's the first shots that dog's ever gotten." And then proceeds to write her a ticket for not having her dog on a leash. He just gives her the ticket and walks away. He goes, "It was kind of a dick move, but it was funny."
So he blew the dog away and then gave it a ticket.
Yeah, gave her a ticket then. Like your dog wasn't on a leash. Like it should have been. Like
that's bad, man.
And you wonder why St. Louis police are not like loved by people. We're gonna kill your dog and then fine you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's horrible.
To kill me. Yeah.
I'm a dog guy. I am a massive dog guy, and that for me was like when he blew that golden retriever away, I was like, "What are you doing?" But I didn't have time to say stop or please don't or anything. And it just went,
obviously not the dog, you dumb asshole.
Exactly. And Jesus, needless to say, man, he was a staff sergeant at the time, and he got bussed down to like trooper. I think it was like 4 ranks down, he got bust, and he just, fucking hell. He was in a world of hate over that. Yeah. Absolute world of hate. Shocking shit, man. Shocking shit.
My dad loves to talk about water buffalo in Vietnam. Because he goes, we'd be like going through the bush, and all of a sudden they would just push, you push through, and there's a freaking water buffalo, and they would start charging you. He goes, those things are mean. They're mean as hell, and they'll come after you. He goes, and you've got like 12 Marines just spraying bullets trying to take this thing down because they just keep coming. And he was like, you'd be amazed at how many rounds it takes to take down a water buffalo. Like,
it's a big bit of kit. Like, that is a big bit of kit.
Yeah, because they're really mean. They're not nice guys at all. Like,
that's a big ass animal.
Yeah. Fuck. I think they did that in
shit.
Was it Apocalypse Now? They did that. Something about the water buffalo. That's a thing. Like
they literally chopped the water buffalo in half with a big sword. Didn't they? Remember that?
And that was real. That was not fake.
Like,
that was actually
real. Yeah. Crazy shit, man.
Corey says 556 just pisses them off. That's what Dad makes it sound like. They just get motivated. He goes, but you've got a squad of Marines just spraying. Please stop. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's like you can go to Hawaii and they have what they call a Vancouver bull. They're actual cows that have gone feral, and they're in the mountains of Hawaii, and they call them Vancouver bulls, and it's same, very similar to water buffalo. I mean, that's a huge animal, and
you happen upon it on accident, it's going to hurt you.
It makes me laugh when we went from 7.62 to 5.56. There's a reason behind it, and the so-called logical reason was that 5.56 round wouldn't kill people, but it would maim them or injure them. That way, it wouldn't take out one guy. A 7.62 would 9 times out of 10 kill somebody, but a 5.56 was designed to take somebody down and then 2 other guys out of the battle at the same time to pick him up and take him away from the battle. So that's why we went for the sort of smaller caliber. Crazy shit.
Dad's really interesting to talk to him about Vietnam because the 5.56 came out while he was there.
Yeah.
Like that when he got to Vietnam in 1968, they still had, was it the M14? And it was still a large caliber. I can't remember what an M14 is. What is that?
Probably 7.62.
It's a hunting rifle, basically, But they went to the original M16, which wasn't called an M16. It was called something else, but it was experimental.
Yeah.
And before they chrome lined the barrel, they would jam. And they didn't have the forward assist where you could hit the button to, if it didn't quite seat right.
Yeah.
He's like, a whole lot of Marines and Army lost their lives to those bad first round of the 5.56. I can't remember what they called it. They called it something bizarre. And then they chrome lined the barrel. He goes, and then we got 30 round mags, and then we got, so stuff. He goes, but a 5.56 is he's like, it's actually pretty nasty if you know how to use it because they tumble.
Yeah.
And anyway, but it's interesting to have him talk about the original M16 before it was called an M16 when it came out in Vietnam in the 60s. They were bad. He goes, a lot of this. He goes, I know of a lot of dudes that lost their lives because of a weapon that failed.
Yeah,
like
it's the first year we had our so we went from the SLR, self-loading rifle, which is a 7.62 rifle. We had that for years and years and years and years. And we went from the SLR to the SA80 A1, which was made at the time by some shit company in the UK. And it went from 7.62 to 5.56. And the exact made for years and years and years. The amount of stoppages we had with that rifle was unbelievable. Unbelievable. In the end, they had to send the rifle to Heckler & Koch in Germany to figure out exactly what was going wrong with it. And they came back with the SA80 A2, which now is probably one of the best rifles on the planet because of what Heckler and H&K did with this machine. This.
I want a scar. I really want a scar.
That's a good bit. Yeah.
That's an expensive piece of hardware, but I really want a scar. Those are so cool. Like,
they're just badass.
That's anything Israeli is awesome, basically, right? I mean, like,
let's be honest. The best rifle on the planet is an AK-47, which was designed in 1947.
Yeah, it is.
Keeps going.
I mean, unfortunately, it is a tried and true rifle that you can't fuck up.
Yeah, massively. But I had one of those in my tank. I got the Iraq when I went to Iraq. I got one of the Iraqi generals or whatever it was to get me an AK-47 out of his armory and give me this AK-47, because if I had a stoppage or whatever, I would grab the AK out the turret and start firing out the turret with this AK, and I never had any dramas with the AK ever. Great.
Bill's right. They used the wrong powder in the original AR too. It was real dirty, and it would clog up the barrel and the action. And again, they didn't have a forward assist, so you couldn't shove the round in. You couldn't. It was bad. So
yeah. Bill says SLR is my personal favorite. That was an elephant gun, mate. That was the elephant gun. Jesus, great bit of kit. SLR.
Dad says that in Nam he would pick up weapons because he was like, he goes, they were never going to get me for a lack of options. Like he goes, I had a 12 gauge pump and I had an AK and I had my, and then his favorite was the grenade launcher. I've had too much to drink, but he goes like what do you call the beehive round that you he goes, you would fire that and he goes, people would just pink mist. Yeah, just disappear. Like
we had that problem. We had that problem with the tanks. Obviously, 120 millimeter tank round, and the gunners would, young lads, like 18, 19-year-old young boys, would forget to change from armored piercing rounds to high explosive rounds, and they would forget to, and coax, like coax machine gun 7.62, and we would engage, as a commander, like, right, come on. And he'd go on, and he'd forget to change from 7.62 to from 120, and he would fire a fucking anti-tank round into a guy. Oh, for fuck's sake! And this guy would just go down with an RPG or whatever, and I was like, oh fucking hell! I said, you've got to get that, you've got to press that. You gotta turn it over, man. You can't stop fucking firing 120 high velocity fucking depleted uranium rounds at dudes with RPGs. Dude, sorry.
He's like, well, it worked, didn't it?
It did work. Yeah, it worked with a passion. These guys would just fucking disappear. Remember a guy on a donkey? I remember the guy on a donkey, man. It was like the fucking funniest thing I ever saw in my life. A guy on a donkey, on the back of the donkey, came out. We were riding down the road. He came out in this fucking alleyway and he had an RPG on his back. And before he had time to turn this fucking thing on us, my gunner just went bang. I was like, oh, fuck. And he just fired a 120 round at the donkey and the guy. I was like, oh my fucking God.
He just deleted him.
Just
holy shit.
Bill and Jono, it was the M79. Dad talks, he's like, oh, that was my favorite weapon of Vietnam, the M79 grenade launcher.
Yeah. M79, yeah, but he's like, oh shit, I didn't turn to 7.62. No, you didn't, mate. You just fired a 120 armored piercing fucking depleted uranium around a donkey with an RPG.
He's like, well, I was afraid he had a vest on.
Like, for fuck's sake!
Oh my God! Oh shit!
I felt sorry for Donkey, man. I had donkey rage for years after that.
Oh shit! That's fucking funny shit.
So when
funny at the time.
when Dad finished his first tour, and
I
went
went
back
from a guy in a
stateside.
donkey to a Taco Bell
Taco
platter.
Bell platter. Yeah, there you go. Burrito Supreme.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But when Dad got home from Vietnam, the first round, they said, if you go back for a second tour, we'll take years off your total contract, and you'll train ARVN soldiers in Vietnam, and that's it. You'll be in the rear. You won't hear a shot fired in anger. He said, so all right, I signed up because I finished my tour in Nam, came home, went to St. Louis for like 2 weeks, visited family, and I said, well, I'm going back to Vietnam, but it's just to train, and then I'm done. He goes, I go back to Vietnam. He goes, this is when I learned they just lie. Like they just flat will just say whatever they want. You sign, and that's over. He goes, so we trained our first like battalion of ARVN soldiers to use American weapons and dogs. He goes, and then when we finished our first graduation, they said, okay, now you're going in with them. He goes, so it was like me and 6 other Marines with a battalion of ARVN. You'd go in. Yeah. A firefight would break out. They would drop their rifles and run in all directions. Yeah. He goes, and it was me, 6 guys, and 12 dogs. Like, because the dogs wouldn't run, but they would. He's like,
nothing's changed, man. Nothing has changed in fucking 50, 60 years. Nothing has changed. Yeah. Same shit with the Afghans. Same shit with the Iraqis. They would just go, "Fuck this, see you later," and they would run. Yeah, gone, and we'd be left to tidy up the shit. It was just. Yeah, but I hope I meet your dad, man. I can't wait to meet your dad.
Oh, you're gonna meet him. I mean, he's there the 7th through the 12th.
Yeah, sweet. I think meeting him will have some good conversation.
The stories of when the second he goes after that second tour when I came back to the States because they didn't shave the ears off because I had to go back to the States and then I was a DI in California. He goes, those of us that had served 2 tours in Nam when we came home, we were all a little weird. Like we weren't, like some things that happened. And so the Marine Corps just kind of looked the other way and let them do whatever strange things. He goes, so me and all the DIs went into San Diego and had our helmets. He goes, not just the honest to God truth. He goes, we went to Mexican body shops and had our helmets custom painted with weird, he goes, they were all candy metal flake blue. He goes, they were the proper blue. They were the correct blue for the firing range, but they were these crazy, striped kind of things. He goes, when we would walk around doing our training young Marines who were going to Vietnam. He goes, but we were so out of uniform, but they were all like, just those guys are weird. Let them do whatever.
yeah, absolutely.
Just leave them be. Shit'll be fine.
It'll be fine. They know what they're doing. He goes, at that point, we were training them what we call quick reaction, quick kill because they had.
No, we're just hanging out, man.
What's that?
Nothing.
I'll be back in 2, boys. I need a slash and a top up.
Whatever the hell that.
He's Gary. He's taking a Gary.
Oh, he's taking a Gary. Okay,
it means a piss and a top up of the old gin.
Yeah, he's got to hit the Portaloo.
Anyway, so when he was finished, we all say where is that helmet? And here's the tragedy of the family history. And they all did this. When they all got out, these dudes that had done their 2 tours, they just gave their helmets to other sergeants and they just these custom painted crazy helmets, they just gave them to somebody else. And what I wouldn't give to have my dad's crazy ass painted helmet after Vietnam, and he says the same thing, but anyway.
Oh yeah.
And he goes also at the same time, he goes, man, we go to Tijuana for the weekends. He goes, we saw shit that it's not, it ain't right. In 1969 in Tijuana, if you can imagine what would happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking donkey show.
Literally donkey show. He goes, that stuff's not fake. It's real.
Yeah. Don't need to see that shit. I'm good.
So Buffalo's back. That means that he and the missus already had their date night. I guess he's already finished. So they're like,
did somebody say donkey show?
Oh shit! Brought a smile to his face. Say donkey show. Military biker smiling. Oh, the memories.
The reason I say did somebody say donkey show because obviously I spent 18 years in Germany, and a donkey show would probably mean something completely different to you guys. That's me.
What does it mean in Germany?
So in Germany, a donkey show in Hamburg, specifically in Hamburg, was a lady and a donkey getting to know one another on a very, sort of live basis.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means here too. It's the
Roger
same.
that.
It's the same thing in Tijuana.
You go to Tijuana,
Yeah.
Mexico, and there's donkey shows. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I like a good donkey show, man. It's nice. It's very interesting when you're like
it's
20
funny
years
because
old.
donkey was my stage name in college.
Oh shit!
The Germans are nasty motherfuckers, and they love a bit of donkey action. Let me tell you.
So are the Dutch, man. You got to freaking go to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, exactly the same as Hamburg is a smaller version of the of Amsterdam.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
I walked out of my hotel in Amsterdam first time I ever visited, and in the back door of my hotel, which was like a nice hotel.
Yeah.
The back door was the entrance of the red light district. So you walked out the back door and you were in one of the alleys. So I'm walking through the red light district, not knowing, as a dumb American, not knowing, holy shit, that's what these red lights mean. There's a chicks in lingerie going like this.
Mhm.
But the wife is so cool, I would call her and go, I think these are prostitutes, and I think they're, like, then she's like, well, go talk to them. I'm like, no, I'm not going to talk to them. Do you not know it? Like, so then, I walk out, I get out of the red light district, and there was this building with a pink elephant on the front of it. And there was a long line of the most eclectic people, 20-somethings, 80-year-old retiree couples, like just the whole world in line, right? And I Google it and find out that's a live sex show. You go, it's not a strip club. You walk in and you watch people freaking bang on stage.
Yep. Did you go into the revolving live sex show, or did you just go into the normal one?
I didn't go into any of them. The line was too long. The wife was like, go in and see.
Come
Go and see now. Like, and I'm like, the line is forever long. And it's like college kids, grandparents, but like it was the weirdest freaking, everyone was in this line.
Yeah. So we have this. We used to call them the wank booths. So you'd go in and you'd get into this like weird. The fucking door would open, and it'd be like like 3 foot wide, and you go in, the door would shut behind you, and then a little fucking shutter would open in front of you, and it'd be literally a revolving bed with 2 people banging on this bed. And you'd be able to see everybody else in this sort of 360 fucking weird ass sex show. So I think that the sort of why we call it the wank booth, because the idea would go in there, you'd have a wank, and then leave, and it was like, oh my god, this is horrendous. One of my mates is like, you need to go in there, man. Go watch that. Go and watch the show. I was like, all right, cool. Didn't tell me what it was. Walked in, fucking door opens. It was like the door on a Starship Enterprise. And you'd walk in, and then the fucking shutter would open. You're like, oh, oh fuck! And there'd be a geezer, like a midget banging some like gorgeous looking woman, and it was like, wow, this Amsterdam's mental. Amsterdam is mental.
But you could see everyone else's little.
Everybody else is like,
no. Like, how did you get there? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
man,
17 dudes all looking at each other. Like, that doesn't work. Like,
yeah. But the worst job on earth was the guy who had to clean the wank booths. So we'd go in and clean, obviously, when you'd finish. They'd be like, oh my god, this is
I just see picture like a fire hose full of bleach. Just, like.
It was just so wrong, man. And all across Germany and Europe, you'd have these wank booths, as we call them. Like, oh my god, these.
So horrendous. Denver now regrets hosting this live show.
He does, doesn't he?
Right
he does. He's like, fuck, I'm gonna get demonetized straight away.
What do you mean? I'm not even monetized yet, so fuck it. It's all good.
You fucked it now, mate. You're never gonna get monetized ever.
Oh no, this is funny shit. That's all I got to say.
Oh, it goes to 11. That's terrible. They're slipping on the floor.
Spunk remover.
It's like, woo! Like,
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
It was always a guy from like Syria or fucking, out of Mongolia who'd come in after them and clean it. I was like, oh my god, mate, this is the worst job you can possibly have. It's like, oh my god. Rob knows.
Like, hey, it's better than Syria. He's like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Dead Note knows all about it. Look, Dead Note's like, well, military friend would not tell you internationally. intentionally and send you into a fucking ambush. That's very true, Rob. You know the score, mate.
I feel like they would. I feel like that's the first thing they're gonna do. Be like, oh, you should go in that room. Like, yeah.
Oh, exactly, but they won't tell you what's in there. They'll just go, "Oh, you need to go in there. Go in there." Like what?
It's part of the
They'll
whole
say, "Oh,
educational value.
Right.
Series,
You gotta learn. He's gotta learn.
correct.
Trial by
Especially
fire.
And the older you get, and the more rank you get, it's like when the young boys turn up, and they come over from the UK and like 17, 18-year-old, they're like, "Can we go out tonight, Sarge?" I'm like, "Yes, mate, we'll go out tonight and we'll take you some amazing bars. We'll take you here. Let's go see this place." It's like you need to
culture.
Put your €1 in or your 10 Deutschmarks, or it was at the time. Go in that little room. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And he'd come out like, he'd be like this.
Now you're a man.
Dallas, I gotta apologize to Dallas. I went to pull one of his comments up, and somehow I blocked him from commenting. I didn't mean to. I've had a few beverages, and I don't fucking.
So we banned him. You blocked his comments. Like,
everywhere I go, I get blocked.
Jono.
All he said was "hello," banned.
So there's a guy in the side chat called Jono753, and he's an ex-British Army guy, and he knows exactly what I'm talking about because he's put Fally. Fally in Boston was the place to be. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He's been there. Jono's been touched by the hookers in Fallon, Boston.
Hopefully they had soft hands.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
first time I went to a sort of, well, they're called transgender now. Years ago they were called trannies, but now they're called transgender. And the first time I went to Hamburg, I was like 19-year-old or 20 years old, and my mate at the time, who'd been there for a few years before me, he's like, "Come on, we'll go to this place called Rasputin's." I'm like, "Rasputin's?" He's like, "Yeah. Amazing bar. Absolutely fantastic bar." I was like, "All right, come on, let's go there then."
Poor choice of name for
correct. Well, I was completely oblivious, and I'm sure John knows exactly what I'm talking about. And we went into this bar, and you could see everyone was looking at me constantly. I'm like, all the guys were looking at me, all the boys that went there, we was like constantly staring at me. I'm like, "What are you fucking staring at? What's going on?" And you could see that the lads were laughing their heads off, and this dude who wasn't with us at the time was talking to this lady of the night, and this I need to do it because you'll be able to see better. And this girl went like that, and I was stood like over there, and she went like that to this guy, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And you could see I was like, "What the fuck is that?" The guys were laughing. I was like, "Welcome to the tranny bar." I was like, "What?"
Welcome to the tranny bar.
I was like, "No." Monikers, Jono knows. Monikers, exactly. It was so bad, man. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" But they were all amazing looking dudes. They were amazing looking dudes. But they had, tits and bollocks, which was not good.
Well,
so
don't judge, man. You never know until you try what you like.
Very true.
All I gotta say is, I left myself a beer in the cooler from Sunday, and that fucker's ice cold. Because I was about to have to go in the house and make a mixie because I was out of brewskis. But fucking I just found a pounder.
There you go. Thank you, Yeti.
That's right.
Welcome to Tits and Dicks. Exactly. It goes to 11. Exactly. I was like,
you're like, well, top half's okay.
great looking dudes, gorgeous looking dudes. But it was like, oh shit.
So I wish this was recorded. Like, so Scouts just said, great looking dudes, gorgeous looking dudes.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, amazing.
I want that as my ringtone on my phone. Like, great looking dudes, gorgeous looking dudes. Hello.
We heard it. We understood it.
With his freaking little wine glass. What the hell? Like,
yeah, I want to see that glass.
Yeah,
you like that? You like that, Dallas?
But what's in there?
That's
water?
Gorgeous.
So in there, boys, we have. Let me show you. I'll finish the bottle because I'm an alky.
Gin.
We have some Whitley Neal handcrafted gin.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some, which is the best. which is the best tonic, the Fever Tree.
Oh, Fever Tree. Yeah, Fever Tree. I like their soda with scotch.
Amazing, mate. It's
good
so
stuff,
good
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Dude,
so that's
the
what we've got in there.
mixer can make the difference. Like if you do shit tonic or shit whatever, then you're gonna have a shit drink. But that Fever Tree is good.
Yep.
What else is really good? Seagram's is your go-to. It does the job, but
yeah, I think Fever Tree is probably the best tonic to have with the gin.
So.
If I'm honest,
I agree. Yeah,
good shit.
Well,
it is good shit. So, yeah, so that's what is in my fancy glass.
This is what I drink during work days. I think it's my Seagram's Club Soda cures me of my hangovers. Man, I kill these I buy them by the case and just murder them throughout the day,
nice
to get ready for the night. I'm like, I
don't mind the Canada Dry Ginger Ale. That's not bad.
What other shit have I got in here? She got me some other stuff.
Water.
That's Diet Pepsi. I don't drink that shit. What we got? Just cheapest gin, which is shit. It's this stuff.
What is it? Funky Buddha?
I think it's the Perrier one, actually. I think it's Costco's own, but it's all right. It's not the Fever Tree though.
Yeah.
Fever Tree, you gotta if you're having a gin, definitely gotta have a Fever Tree.
Yeah, I think it's almost time for a sponsor note from Dallas.
Oh, let's go. What we sponsored by? Hookers and Fannies.
Gorgeous dudes.
Tonight's always sponsored by gorgeous dudes and trans.
I mean, I do have this picture of Corey.
Oh
shit!
But it's more popular for the ladies.
Yeah.
Well, look at
gorgeous dudes. It fits the whole theme.
Gorgeous dudes.
I mean, all the guy does is he works out, rides bikes, hangs out in the side chat. That's all he does.
I do that, mate. I do that apart from the working out stuff. So yeah, I know exactly what I mean.
Well,
not anymore. You've been doing it for 25 years. There's nothing better than going, fuck you, I'm not doing it no more.
I'm gonna get fat now.
Yeah, I've gone from 4
buy an
PT
Ultra Classic and get fat.
From 4 PT sessions a week to nothing. It's amazing.
I'm gonna see him in Sturgis in 3.5 months. Military biker's gonna roll up just fucking spherical. Just
hey, we discussed it. Hey,
cheeseburgers. Just pull up and fall over on his bike.
Yeah, all the military biker.
It goes 11. Gave up drinking 28 days ago. Hey, good for you. Man. There ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
Happy days. No, well done, mate. Well done. Wish I could drink. I wish I could pack in the drink, mate. I do. I really do. But life would be shit without the drink. If I'm honest.
Dead not. I've gained 40 pounds between COVID and retirement. It's basically the same thing, wasn't it?
No.
I had to go back on the whole freaking holding off the sugars and stuff. I had to do that. It was getting out of freaking hand. I go out in the garage working the bikes, and I get winded from turning a screw. I'm like, this is out of control. So I cut out the sugar.
That's why I've gone to the old Miller Lite. I
can't even do that. That's why I drink my freaking Coke Zero and whiskey, or I drink just whiskey straight, or it's pretty sad when a health thing is to go. I don't do beer anymore, only whiskey. That's when you know that things.
That's why I went with Coors Light, because it's my functional drink.
I got a bottle of Crown right here.
There you go. But that Crown Peach might have a bunch of sugar in it.
I don't care. It fucking tastes good.
Fuck it.
That's right. Fuck it. Fuck it in a bucket.
Also, when you say I'm going to cut out starches and sugars and stuff, you can start saying, well, I can only have steak. So, I can only have steak and lobster and you don't need to eat bougie,
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, there's a lot of deer that wander around where I live. I happen to have a Hoyt compound bow, and neighbors can't hear shit, Fucking A. I worked in a butcher shop all my years growing up when I was a young person, and hey, I know how to process. I got a meat grinder and all that shit in my shop. It's all good.
Silent but deadly.
That's right.
Food.
The toxic broadheads, dude, they leave a hole like a goddamn 308 going through a deer.
Fuck.
Really?
No shit. The toxic broadheads look like the biohazard symbol, and they leave a fucking hole all the way through. They
pass completely through, don't they? They go completely through, yeah.
Yeah. The last deer I shot with my bow, I actually got close if I was 10 yards. It took me longer to find my goddamn arrow because that broadhead isn't cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not going to just leave it. You're going to find that sucker. Right?
I'll look one up. I'll send you a picture here in a second of the toxic broadheads. They're fucking ungodly.
So the lobster, Dead Knot said lobster's considered poor folks' food here. It was for years, man. Lobster, any sort of shellfish was considered, what is that? Was considered low-end poor folks' food. Now we pay all the money for lobster these days. It's obviously tequila.
Tequila!
Yeah.
In a Mexican's boot. A very small Mexican boot. Yeah.
So my experience is the cooler the bottle, the worse the tequila.
Yeah. So I'll bring that with me for Sturgis then, yeah?
Yeah. So the except for Clase Azul comes in a white porcelain blue painted bottle. It's beautiful. Clase Azul's good tequila. And then was it Nick? I think it was Nick sent me a bottle of Don Julio 47. Oh man, out of the fridge. That's just you just sit there and sip it, and then you fall on the floor and don't realize what you've been drinking all night.
Yeah, like 10 minutes later, like
yeah. Oh, what's that? Ingram. What are they?
Whiskey. The red here, that's a rye.
Yeah.
And this is just a regular whiskey. And it's actually aged on a river barge here in Tennessee. And actually, if we ever get one of you guys on the show, we're wanting to send you guys one of these.
Hey, when can I be on the show?
Yeah, right. Let's do this now.
Yeah.
Well, actually, like my daughter is getting married, like not tomorrow, but the next Saturday. And then we're going to start like trying to plan stuff a little better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I
wow,
think
the story really fucking changed.
I know. Monday we got George coming on.
I'm sorry. That's good. You going to talk about Crocs or what are you going to do with that? Like,
you know, what's funny is like the guys that are more straight and serious, it seems like it's more funny, you know, when you're asking them stupid questions, you know?
So you're going to ask him what's his favorite dealer to do his work for him on his bike?
Oh, no.
Hey, Monkey, check your Instagram DM. Check out that picture of that broadhead I just sent you.
Have you seen that? Hang on. Let me get the whole...
What is that?
Motherfucking... Hang on a minute. Hang on. So, hopefully...
Yeah, it's a little bright.
Oh, fucking
yeah,
hell.
port. Yeah, okay. It says port.
Yeah, okay.
Port.
Yeah, but can you see what it says?
I don't know. That's like the left-hand side of the boat. Port. Yeah.
Yeah.
Service Regiment, something. I couldn't see that.
Is Special Air Service Regiment. So the SAS port. That is only to be opened on very special occasions. That is from SAS, obviously.
But is it a port wine? What is it?
It is it's port, normal sort of port, mate, but it's only bottled at the SAS, which was given to me by a very special friend of mine, who worked for SAS for 2-2.
Wow.
So that is going to be opened on. I don't know when the fuck I'm going to open that. It was supposed
to. That's a special
occasion.
occasion right there.
Yeah,
it's a very special occasion, mate. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And there's not many bottles of that. Not many bottles at all.
Yeah,
obviously. But yeah, it's 2-2 SAS port, which is really
wow. That's cool.
That's impressive. That's
awesome. I'm pleased with that one.
So that's a tool of evil, Denver.
That's called a toxic
Christ,
broadhead.
Man.
Yeah, I have some. They're awesome.
That's his arrowhead. Okay.
Special Army soldiers. Rob, it doesn't stand for Special Army Soldiers, mate.
But that sounds damn good.
That's a great idea, though.
It does, yeah. It sounds like, the yeah. I'm not even going to go there with that. Happy Easter, by the way.
Absolutely. Happy Easter.
Is my egg. for tomorrow. My love eggs are in the missus, but let's not talk about that.
From donkey platter to Transformers to whiskey. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
right.
Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life, Dan.
But we like to keep everybody engaged the best we can, from a little bit of this to a little bit of that. Hey, this was a spur of the moment. We're going to go live 10 seconds after Junior's live.
That's a top bottle of port. It is a top bottle of port, mate. And yeah, you're right. It is a top bottle. Do you know, I thought to myself, I'll open that when I leave the army after 24, 25 years, and I never did. So it's there, and fuck knows when I'm going to open it now. We'll see. Does port doesn't go off, does it? Port doesn't go off.
Let's see.
What does it?
Does port wine go bad?
I hope not, because I've had that for fucking 12 years.
Port usually is a reasonable cork and lasts for 2 months after opening, after it gets kept cool. Vintage ports are aged for less than 2 years before being transferred to bottle. So like a wine, where they can age for another 20 to 30 years.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Right. I'll bring that down to stages, then we'll fucking smash that.
But at the point you open it, you have to drink it. That's what I was just reading. Like it's only good for like 60 days after you open it.
Well, I guess you got one night. You guys are gonna kill that son bitch.
Oh fuck yeah! I've got like 3 or 4 of the fucking things over there.
Oh yeah, there you go. Once it's bottled, you're good for like 20, 30 years. But after you open it, you've got 60 days. So there you go.
Otherwise, you'll fucking get salmonella and fucking die. Right? Okay, fine.
By the way, I Googled that. I'm not just a fucking wealth of knowledge over here.
Yeah.
I didn't just
okay, so there's
I could tell the way you worded that.
You're gonna have to keep one bottle because next year my ass is coming to Sturgis, so we'll kill another bottle next year.
Just his ass, though.
That's
just your
right.
ass.
Just my wild ass.
I only go to Sturgis said once every 4 years. That's the rules.
Well, you're gonna have to break the fucking rules, goddammit.
He's like a locust.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Only going over 4 years.
Come through every now and again.
Hey, come on, you're retired. You ain't got anything else to do.
Fuck, mate. I wish I was. Jeez, I'm just retired. Yeah, literally just like a month now. So yeah, it's weird, man. It's fucking weird.
But he's going to be in Florida here in the near future. He's going to be 3 hours away from me.
Yeah, man. A week on Monday, I think it is. Week on Monday. New jobs, all right, man. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Gets me around a little bit, so I can't complain.
Yeah, can't complain.
Nope. Mate, last time I was in Orlando was when I was like 12 or some shit. So hopefully I get a day off and I can hire a bike and try and get down to Monkey. You know, he's like 2.5, 3 hours away. So
yeah,
if I get a day off, mate, I'll come down and try and get a pint with you at some point. Hopefully.
Hey, whatever.
Orlando,
that'd be fun as hell, but don't put yourself out for that much. Like we're gonna be together in August, but
yeah,
because you might go to rent a bike and then go, what? Like it's freaking stupid. Like I've traveled for work and I've got a day off in Chicago or something, and I'll call a dealer like, oh yeah, we got bikes available, and I'm like, it's $800 that I got. Like you get most of it back, but the deposit and the this and the that, and you're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'll just sit in the freaking bar and be drunk. Like.
Fucking hell.
But unfortunately, when people call and they say, hey, I'm going to be in Orlando or I'm going to be here, it's always during the work day. It's always during the work week. And I'm like, I can't take off and just, bang out, back and forth. But
no, I get it, mate. And that's why I messaged you, mate. I thought, you know what, I get it, slim plans as well. But
that'd be a lot of fun, though.
Would have been cool.
I wish it was over a weekend. I'd go up there and we could be stupid drunk at a bar in Orlando. That'd be great. I'll drive Karen. It doesn't have to be a bike because bikes fall over and the truck just pretty much stays pretty level.
Yeah.
It's like you guys going to Orlando. It's just another piece of my vintage because that'd be actually my middle name. So, you guys can be hanging out with me and not even know it.
That's why we go, Denver, just for you. It was like, it's his middle name.
Denver, Orlando. I'm very geographic.
That sounds like a male stripper. Just saying.
It's my side gig.
So bike parts are expensive.
Have you seen Dan's comment on the side there, mate? That's pretty cool. He says he's sitting here at work. This is my entertainment on Friday night.
Right on, man.
Outstanding, mate. Outstanding.
So, Denver, can you kind of elaborate like on why you're called Denver? Is that your real name or what?
Actually, Denver is my real name. I don't have a clue where the fuck that came from, but Orlando was my grandfather's middle name.
Wow. Okay.
So I got my grandfather's middle name, and where the Denver part came from, even my parents had never really said. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I went
Mom and
to
Dad were wasted, and they were like, I don't know, Denver. There you go.
Yeah.
That's his name. They looked at a map,
Yeah.
and they're like, yeah, that's his name. You were almost
throw a fucking dart. Where's it going to hit? Oh, hit Denver. All right, there we go.
You were almost LA, man. I'm just saying, like, you're almost like LA, Orlando, Woods.
Yeah.
Were you conceived in the woods or in Orlando? Or in the woods in Orlando?
You never know.
Outside of Disney
I don't even
World.
want to know.
Oh, I'm being summoned, so I got to pack it in. It's after midnight here, but love you all to death. I don't mean to bail on you, but when
man. Thanks for hanging out, Monkey. It was a good time, buddy.
When that calls, I got to run. You know.
I got you, buddy.
Mate, indeed.
All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon. You be good. All right.
All right, man.
Hey, I'll see
take
you.
care, buddy.
Bye.
See you soon, bud. Take it easy,
Hey, bro.
So I got named Dallas after after asking several times, I was told I got named after an Olympic athlete that was named Dallas.
You know who it is?
No, I still to this day have no idea who it was.
Yeah, see, I have no idea where the Denver came from. I just know that Orlando was my grandfather's middle name, and that's all I got from my geographical location of fucking names.
Well, Denver is an awesome city, to your defense.
What the fuck was that?
That's a good question. It's not on my end. That's all I know.
There's a thunderstorm going on outside.
Oh, no shit.
I would seen like a gigantic flash out your window there, man. It's obviously literally outside your house.
Yeah, I'm probably fixing to get blown away, but
Jesus.
Fucking tornado's coming.
Yeah. If I disappear all of a sudden, it's that.
It's out there. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fucking shit. That was loud as fuck.
Look at Bry. Look, Bry's sitting up going, oh shit, it's still going on.
Oh shit, look who came back. Hey, you want to join in, Bry? Come on, buddy. I can hook you up.
He's had his old man's out 1 hour sleep.
I know Kate's got to be passed out. She was feeling good.
Come on, Bry.
Come on, Bry.
Damon says try going up in the 60s. Oh, sorry. Try going up in the 60s and 70s with the name Damon. Fair play, man.
Well, see, I had to deal with, like, you got the Dallas Cowboys, you had the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, then you had, like, the TV show, Dallas.
Dallas. With fuck. JR.
Yeah, JR. I got called that a lot,
I used to love that shit in the UK, man. That was amazing. Amazing stuff. I was like growing up in the UK watching Dallas. I was like, oh my God, the United States of America is an amazing place to live. Everybody's got massive shoulders.
Right.
Women have mile high hair.
Exactly. Everyone's made of plastic.
You know what blew my mind about like all those Texas Cowboys was like they drove Cadillacs and had like big cowboy hats.
Yep.
Yep. What happened to the pickup trucks?
Like this, Dallas. There you go. Look at that.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, boy.
But that's not a Stetson.
No, that's a Calgary Stampede hat.
My wife wants me to have one of those hats so bad.
I'll tell you what, though, the Calgary Stampede, that is a legendary fucking event.
Mate, what an event. Fucking outstanding. Outstanding. Unbelievable. What a week. Fucking hell.
Oh, no, Buffalo. I'm not farting on the live again.
Damien, you're right. Damon. People on you of Damien from The Omen. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Now you say it, man. Yeah, geez, Damien.
Yeah,
from The
Dallas. Their Cadillacs with horns on the hood. Gotta have the long horns.
Right. That was a Boss Hog. Remember?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
what was it?
Fucking
Big
Dukes of
Enos,
Hazzard.
fucking Big Enos and Little Enos with the fucking off the Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah.
What a movie!
That was a fucking classic.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. That is.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Good fucking cheap entertainment.
Well,
It goes to 11 says that's the top hat. Cheers, pal. Appreciate that, man. That's a good hat, man. That is a good hat. I wear this motherfucker every time I watch Yellowstone on a Wednesday night.
Oh shit, that's funny shit.
And I take the wife to the train station on a Thursday morning.
Oh, I'm so glad my daughter doesn't show horses anymore. Oh fuck. Them fuckers are expensive. Shit.
Hell yeah, man.
So do
Feeding
y'all,
them, the vet
y'all have
bill.
horses, Denver?
No, I never had horses. My wife and daughter had horses. I didn't. I was more into motorcycles. I can control that shit with the right hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but, you know, my daughter really enjoyed them. It was a lot of fun for
Oh,
her.
shit.
Oh, Bry's back.
What's up, Bry?
I just want to say I'm humbled to be here in this audience.
It doesn't even fit my head.
What the hell are you wearing?
I'm trying to hang out with military biker, but that won't fit my noggin. I got a big head.
I don't even have a hat.
It's all good, mate. We'll take you to the train station tomorrow morning. It's fine.
Take me to the train station. Oh.
Fuck. What's going on, Bry?
Not much, sir. How you been?
Oh, Jesus
All right,
Christ.
man.
We got to throw
Not
the
too bad,
Breakfast
man.
Club in, but it's a classic. Oh. Come on. What's up, Bry? Hey, Kate must have went to bed. Dude, that was awesome. Come on.
That means he's in the shit.
Oh, no. She was having a good time.
Oh, was she drunk?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a
fuck.
little.
As she put it, she started at noon with the box wine.
She's been having some family issues, and she just went out a little too hard. But that's
No,
okay.
she went at it to have a good time, and she had a good time, and that's all that, and that's what matters. She was enjoying herself. We got to
She
see the
won't.
hand as she went out of the chair.
She won't be enjoying herself tomorrow. Let me tell you.
Hey, just hit me on FaceTime when she gets up so I can get a first-hand view.
Who doesn't start at noon or Friday?
That's right. I'm thinking of taking a trip down to Portland, Oregon to see about a new sponsor. Yeah.
You guys and your sponsors, man, you're a bunch of sellouts.
Hey, if I can get a whole bunch of V-Twin Life hats for nothing, custom made, embroidered. Oh,
Exactly. Why wouldn't you?
yeah. Speaking of the Fainting Goat coffee, Bry, who's selling out now, buddy?
My favorite coffee in the world.
Delicious.
What's happening, Goose? Drunk as fuck.
True story.
Quality. I feel like some sort of hooker, man. I bounce from live stream to live stream tonight.
I can relate to that.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? But shit, it's a good time.
Yeah, man, we've had a good time tonight. Exactly.
That just means the community loves you.
That's
Exactly.
right.
That's true.
It's
We're all
mostly
here
the hat.
to support each other and just have a good time.
It
And
is.
then
When the
everybody
community
can
turns
do-
against you, it's never good.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, the military biker becomes Rip, and the world loves him.
Yeah, fucking hell. That'd be good
Yeah,
looking
he's-
like Rip. Can you imagine looking like Rip, man? All the birds would love you.
Hey, as long as you can come down to the States and take Biden to the train station, we love you.
I'll take that stumbling fucking Tourette's motherfucker down to the train station.
Did anybody see the clip today where he shook somebody's hand who wasn't there? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I seen it. He shook the nobody's there. Like fucking, he's like.
Oh, the one last week when he's doing the speech, something about the trucking industry. He says back, "Where do I go now? What do we do? Where
What
are we
was the one
going?"
he said? The best one was, I can sum up America in one word. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fuck. And people voted for that son of a bitch. I don't fucking get it.
Death Wish coffee. I need to try that.
Oh, that's some shit, dude. You want to get fucking going? You want to talk about some caffeine and get your ass moving? Yeah, Death Wish ain't fucking around. That's some shit.
Nice.
I mean, between Death Wish and Black Rifle, that shit's gonna get you motivated.
Is it better than Fainting Goat coffee though?
I've never tried Fainting Goat, so I would feel guilty saying that Fainting Goat's just not at their level. So I can't say that because I haven't tried it. Maybe somebody should send me some Keurig cups, and I'll let you know.
You've got to come on the show to get some Fainting Goat.
I've been trying, man. I've heard your guys' list is long but distinguished, and I can't get there.
Well, the problem is people would know if it was you or Droop. It would be very confusing for the people on YouTube.
And then Bert goes and colors his beard. And
Oh, fucking Ron Jeremy. Who's this handsome porn star looking motherfucker?
I know. I go to watch it live, and all of a sudden the beard's jet black. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, I dared him to do the beard.
Yeah, I seen it.
And I had no idea that he was actually taking me serious.
You know, you just got to embrace becoming the silver fox. I mean,
embrace the beard, man.
Yeah.
Is the way it is. Fucking hell.
And
listen, boys, I'm going to jump off because it's like nearly, 10:30, 11 o'clock for me. So I want to say thanks very much for having me on, obviously. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So thank you very much.
Good night, sir.
All right, buddy. Hey, good night. You know, thanks for coming on and hanging out, man.
No worries, man. Anytime. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Easter weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.
Right on, buddy. Hey, be safe. Have fun, man.
Indeed. Cheers, guys. Take it easy.
Cheers.
See ya. Bye. Yeehaw!
Giddy up, cowboy.
And here we are.
And now we got Dallas has been silent for like 45 minutes to an hour. I didn't know he could talk, so this is pretty cool.
Well, I mean, when the military biker's on your channel, you don't have a chance to talk.
Well, and when you got the legendary monkey, you know, it's your time's pretty limited.
They've got, you've got the accent, and then you've got the unending knowledge of monkey.
Right. Knowledge, bullshit, knowledge, good stories. It all boils down to it's a good time no matter how you look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Nightster, right? When last night, I think, the monkey pointed out that it was a bike that was from years ago. Honestly, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's like some of the companies do. It's like redesigned and redo this and let's relaunch it and as an all new platform, basically.
Yeah. I like the new bike. I just think the name is just so lame.
I mean, I like it too, but it's I don't know. I'm a cruiserweight, so it would look really fucked up with me riding that son of a bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I think it's one of those things that when you see it come out, you're like, "That's cute."
Yeah.
I mean, the hard part with motorcycles is, unless you're below a certain demographic, you're pretty much sold on a class of bike. Like, I'm never going back to a small bike. I take that back. If I had a second bike, maybe, but
it's still along the lines of an entry level. Gonna get into a Harley Davidson is where I'm seeing it. I mean, it's still a sports no matter how you look at it. it's still in the way it's unless you're a small frame individual or maybe a small frame female, it's still your entry level bike into it. But
yeah,
I mean,
but
they did
it's
make
still
some
too
nice
expensive for
stylings.
that.
Yeah, but in today's society, it's still, I mean, shit, look how everything's priced anymore.
Right.
I mean, it's still going to be that bike for somebody. And there's nothing wrong with, somebody getting into it. Hey, it does have some good styling cues. They've done some nice stuff to it. But yeah, like you said, it's not my cup of tea.
I mean, my wife's 48. It costs $13,000. We just bought it, I think, about a month ago. And man,
You just bought your wife for $13,000 a month ago?
No, I bought my wife a Sportster 48.
All right.
Yeah,
same. Just trying to clarify.
Same difference.
Okay.
But anyway, that thing's a blast to ride. I mean, I ride it all over town.
Yeah.
She's supposed to go get her, go do her class and all that stuff, and she ain't quite got there yet.
I don't know. I'm like a bagger up kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where I'm at too. It's I'm a, that bagger style. I mean, I like to enjoy getting out for more than a day ride, having room to put whatever I want, clothes, equipment, whatever I'm taking. It's nice to have that room, the storage.
Right.
I want to go to the grocery store and grab some groceries and throw a couple 18 packs and a couple 12 packs in the tour pack. I'm golden.
When I had a street bob before a few years ago, I just throw on a backpack. If I was going to the store, beer, whatever I put it was go in the backpack, and I just roll on.
I went to the store once on the road glide, and I was only going to get in a couple things, and they had a whole bunch of the Kingsford Applewood charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had 6 bags on clearance. It was ended up being marked down to like $3.99 a bag. I'm like, oh well, shit! I want all of it, and there was like 6 bags, so I buy it all, and I forgot that I'd loaned my son my bungee cords that were in my bag. So like I had Kingsford bag in each saddle bag. I had a bag in the tour pack, a bag on top of the tour pack, a bag on the back seat. And it's like I didn't have a bungee for the last one on the back seat. And I'm like, I actually even had 2 bags. No, there was more. I got a picture of it because there's a bag on each top of my saddle bags, but I have the lid haulers that you can't get no more. They have straps on top of the saddlebag lid covers. So I had a bag strapped on each saddlebag, and last bag was just sitting on the back seat. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm only going maybe a quarter mile to my house. I'm like, it ain't going nowhere. But it's like, I ain't leaving it here because, I mean, I love using the Applewood charcoal when I'm using the smoker and grilling that way. And shit, for $3.99 a bag, it's all coming with me. Oh, yeah.
Well, I know I could get a case of beer in my backpack, but it definitely made the ride feel a little different,
Oh, yeah. Well, that's like I was talking with Junior, he's planning this trip for Sturgis. I said, it'd be a good idea come mid-June, kind of once you figure out your setup that you want to use, pack up your bike like you plan to travel and spend a few, get a couple long day trips on the weekends with your bike loaded, how you think your gear setup's going to be, and go spend 6-8 hours riding on a weekday, well, not a weekday, but a weekend to get comfortable with it, how you want that setup to be. So you're more used to how your bike is going to handle loaded. Cause like he's saying, I mean, he's never ridden that far in his, and it's a great idea to load it up with what you think you need to get, and then get comfortable with how your bike is going to handle loaded.
He's not going to make it. They're going to find him 50 miles down the road crying. Let's be honest.
Hey, come on, have faith.
60.
Okay, well, 75.
After talking to Ty today, he's pretty much convinced me to go buy a trailer.
Why?
Well, because passengers may not approve of riding in the rain.
You're a
know?
big windshield.
But you know, that's a fair argument. If your significant other doesn't like it, you got to make
It's-
compromises.
I don't care.
And I can understand that. I mean, and that's the thing with traveling long distance. You're gonna run into weather at one point or another. That's just how it is. And you know, some people might not like it, and you know, hey, I'll admit, dude, riding in the rain sucks, but you're gonna encounter it at one point or another.
Right.
It's
My
not-
problem is I have a trailer. I just don't have a truck to haul it. I'm like, I just don't want to go down that route.
Well, you can go get a mid-size SUV.
I just don't want to spend the money.
So I've got a big Karen just like the one Monkey has, but that's what I use for work. So I mean, I'm good to go. I just need a trailer that I could safely haul a bike in.
Yeah.
But I can't see spending $30,000 on a toy hauler when I could get just like a box trailer and stay at a hotel, you know.
My box trailer was cheap. It was I want to say it's an 8x10, 8x12, maybe. I want to say it was $4,000.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it doesn't need to be. I mean, it's basically for me to get a shed in my neighborhood, well, my township. It was, I think you're limited to 10x10, and then you had to grade it and do all this. And we were looking at sheds, and I'm like, might as well just buy a trailer because they can't stop you from that. I just threw it in my driveway.
Man.
And if I ever want to get rid of it, I could sell it.
Well, I mean, and go look at some of those enclosed trailers. Even if you went, say, 8x16, 8x18,
Mhm.
some of the builds those people do actually basically turn those into a camper where they can stand, like, you know, when you want to pack your bike up in the back,
Yeah.
and then you know they build us, you know, living quarters in front with beds and all the things you need. Dude, some of those are pretty freaking impressive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if like some of the campgrounds actually have like showers and
Oh yeah,
bathrooms and stuff, you know,
Yep.
you don't need the fancy camper, you know.
no, I
But,
mean,
you know,
you could get away with, you know, doing a mile build. I mean, there's tons of it on YouTube. I know I've watched a bunch of those videos, but it is true. I mean, you know, our family has a fair amount of camping, and there is a lot of those campgrounds where, you know, you go pay to camp and get a basic, you know, site, but they do have on-site showers and bathrooms and everything else you need there.
yeah.
I'd like to get a Sprinter van. I'd love to get a Sprinter van and put my bike in the back of it. I think it'd be the coolest thing in the world.
It would, but that's actually a lot of room. I mean, I've seen some people that have put like, God, they had hydraulic loft beds that would lift up where their bike's in the back, or they make.
No, I'm not talking
Oh,
about
God,
staying in
area.
it. I'm just talking about having one vehicle, not having a trailer. I
Mhm.
could throw it in the truck and then just drive the truck to wherever.
Oh,
Yeah.
and that's what Connor FXDB, he did that with a Sprinter van, where he puts his bike in the back when they would go to track days, hauling his lowrider that he turned into a custom track bike also, and they would go stay at tracks.
Because that's what all the dealers do. They pick it up in a Sprinter van. So why not just do that?
Dealers around here where I live, they still use the cargo trailers. I think basically because they're picking up multiple bikes at one time.
Well, they're Harleys. They break down a lot.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
So Dallas, was that your orange Road Glide in that picture?
Yes, sir.
I had no idea. I love
Really?
that color. I didn't realize that was your bike.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I got
That
a
is
Road
a
Glide,
sweet looking bike.
Road Glide special, and I couldn't. Oh, wait a minute. So Jason Busey says his leg is okay. Sorry,
Oh, Jason, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, that's good news.
but no, I can't do something like the CVO because I couldn't make the CVO like I want it. You know what I mean? So I went with just a Road Glide special.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, if you have
They're a
plans to
waste of
make it
money.
your own, why spend that coin of 40 plus grand for CVO when it's not the setup you want? You're going to have to dump even more money into it. It doesn't make sense.
No.
I still think that the for what you're going to spend for a CVO, for what I could do for that extra 15 grand, I could make that bike a monster, and it would be
Oh,
one
hell
of a
yeah.
kind. Rather, there's nothing worse than like, you pull up to bike night and it's like, oh, look, there's somebody with the same bike I have, make it
Right.
different.
Yeah,
I mean,
CVO, they still got to put suspension on it.
Oh yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like my seat, unless they would transfer the, well, in all fairness, if they make a Rev Max, my seat's not going to fit, but my seat will go on an M8. I could take my seat with me. I'd just find a used M8 and go from there.
Yeah.
I mean,
then
oh
build
yeah,
that
seat,
myself.
suspension, bars. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to add to make it yours, and that's the whole philosophy I've always said is you get a bike, basically you got a blank canvas, and you're an artist now. Time to make it yours.
Mm-hmm.
And the price of CVOs. I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah, they're beautiful bikes. Don't get me wrong, but in the end game when you got all the stuff you want to change to make it fit how you want to be, it's not worth it when you can go get a special limited or even just go buy the standard if you want to do that much stuff to it and still save yourself money in the end game.
Yeah. Of course, I met Ty today, and Ty had a CVO, a Street Glide. And
Did you kick it over?
It is a beautiful bike. What'd you say?
Did you kick it over?
No.
I would have.
Yeah, Ty is so nice. I couldn't do that.
He's such a great dude.
Yeah. And he let me take him through some back roads and we had a good time. But his bike is beautiful. But I would have wound up putting a different seat on it, different suspension, just stuff I would have wanted to do, handlebars, everything. So I mean, there's no point in me buying one.
I like the idea of putting those Advanblack bags on it. I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, they are sharp.
That's the only thing I regret with having a two-tone bike is then you have to have it painted, and I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, it all comes down to the whole, BBM. Black bikes matter, man.
I hate black bikes. Absolutely hate black bikes because it's like, look, I have a black
right.
bike.
Well,
Look,
hey,
so
it was nice having you on tonight, Bry. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, man, just saying what I'm saying. It's not my fault that you lack imagination.
I mean, I do have a black Sportster, so
Jeepers. Actually, my fire's getting cold.
See what I mean? This is what I put up with every week.
Does he going to grab a cock? Is that where he's going?
Oh man, I'm putting some wood in the fire.
Oh,
He could be doing a bump. We don't know what he's doing over there. You know what I mean?
Who am I to judge, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's dedicated to his trade. That's all I'm saying.
What is there, like 4 people watching us right now?
Hey, well, I'm out in my garage. It gets cold. The wood stove's the only heat I got, man. I got to stay warm. Shit.
You cut out one of them chickens.
They're out in their hen house is heated. They're all warm. I'm not.
Yeah.
I built in the hen house and it's got a fucking heated lamp. Okay? They're happy.
Did you tell Denver how hard I defended him this week?
With what?
Defended or went the other way. I'm confused.
You need to watch it again because
Okay.
in the weekend review, I said specifically that you do not live in that certain town,
Right.
and that joke is no longer funny.
That's right. I did see that, and that was good.
Okay.
I appreciated that. Just so everybody wants to make fun of Brian's joke that just won't die. Yeah.
I mean, I can't help that, like all these guys over here in the side chat, wherever they are, can't take a hint.
Right. That way. There we go. Got it. Yeah.
All right. We'll just make fun of Denver's chickens from now on.
Hey, you better be careful, man. Those are Amy's chickens. She will go off on you, and you may never receive cookies in the mail again, Brian.
I don't think Amy has a mean bone in her body.
You want to bet?
I refuse to believe it.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, she's put up with you for what, 50 years, 60 years? How long have you been married?
Yeah. Going on 27 years we've been together this year, come November.
That's awesome.
No, wait, 26, excuse me. Yeah.
That is absolutely awesome.
It's a long fucking time. But yeah, no, it's one of those things, we're proud that, we beat so many stereotypes of everything. And it's like anything. Life is a roller coaster, no matter what you're doing. And
She's pretty
we-
proud she hasn't killed you.
we've made raised some amazing kids and, got a great family and enjoy it.
So, how old are your kids?
My oldest my daughter will be 24 in June. My middle son turned 21 in February, and the youngest is 19.
Okay. We're pretty well right there the same. My oldest is 25, 22, and almost 18.
Well, how old are you?
47.
Okay, yeah, I'm 44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bry's like 38, right?
I'm 50.
Yeah.
38 mentally, maybe.
Nah, 22.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, can we ever get it where you and Droop are on the same live?
Oh, it's going to happen soon.
That's happening when you guys come on mine.
Yeah. When are we doing that?
Yeah.
It's coming up. It's like in a month, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I seen all the emails. I was going through all my calendar, checking everything and trying to actually looking all
Dude,
the
I
days.
can't keep up. People were emailing me this morning like, hey, are we coming on still? I'm like, I don't know. What day is this?
I was doing the same thing. I was going through mine this morning. It's like, crap. So I started filling my calendar. It's like, Jesus, I only got the 29th of May is the only day I got open in May. I was trying to literally double book people. It's like, fuck, I got to pay attention more and use that calendar and get shit put in.
Yeah, we got George Monday, but we don't have anything actually scheduled for the following Monday because that's like a day or two after my daughter's wedding, which, I couldn't prepare for a show that week,
Yeah.
Just
Well,
too much going on.
and that's like me. I'm not doing anything this Sunday for Easter because we got a big family deal. And then in May, it's like Mother's Day is on a Sunday. So, we're going to have, the family stuff going on. And that following weekend, we're taking off on a family vacation Thursday through Monday. So the 8th and the 15th, I'm not doing anything because I'm going to be out of town. And then I'll get back and do it the 22nd and keep it rolling.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do something the 25th, but I can't figure out what. I don't know.
You just gotta wing it.
I may be calling Brian. Please come back on, Brian.
I'll come back on. That was a good time.
Heck yeah, dude. Shoot me a message. I'll come on and hang out.
Okay. I mean,
see what he did there? He stepped on me right away. He took the fame out of me.
Well, it's that thing. Hey, Brian, would you come back? I'm like, bro, I've never been on. I'll come hang.
Well, see, the thing is we had
with my doppelganger.
Yeah, we had Bry, and we prepared for Bry, and I'd hate to have you on and be like, "Hey, let's just talk," It's like for Bry, we had like questions prepared. People wanted to talk about shanking and stuff like that.
I had my lawyers on hot standby.
Yeah. I'll, as Bry puts it, I'll shoot you guys the email for my agent, and we'll see if maybe they can get me penciled in.
No, I mean, when we have you on, we actually want to be able to actually prepare for you.
Hey,
now you're overthinking
pick a date and shoot me a message, and man, dude, I'm always down. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's actually
I enjoy doing this.
It's kind of fun, like when you've got like partners, like we got George and Bert, and you and Bry would be fun because
George and Bert, aka as I like to put it, Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, exactly,
dude. You're gonna start some shit.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Well, you know, Bert.
Hey, when Bert
purposely-
wants to comment on my Facebook, oh God, that's a great picture, Droop. Game on. Yeah. He opened the doors right there. That's all I gotta say.
Can we get all three on one show?
Do it up, buddy.
Yeah, because Bert kind of looks like the big brother.
Well, and now it's AKA Bert, AKA Blackbeard.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Yeah, Black Bert,
Yeah.
and that's not
That was
it's not a racial
disturbing.
thing.
No, it's not. It's just, he
He's got a
guess,
black beard.
couldn't handle the salt and pepper look, so he just went black.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. See?
I liked it.
Hey, you just got to embrace it. It just happens.
So I appreciate the video message I got from you earlier there, Bry.
You know, I figured I'd have some fun with that.
Yeah.
He got to ride with Ty. I'm jealous. Everybody's hanging out with everybody.
He was so cool.
He's just like, yeah, he's just like super chill too.
So we may actually ride down to Natchez, Harley Davidson, in Tuscumbia, Alabama tomorrow.
Nice.
If his in-laws are not, wanting to go home early.
So now, are you also in Tennessee, Dallas?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm about 30 miles south of Nashville.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you've heard people talk about Moonshine Harley Davidson,
Oh yeah.
see, that's kind of like the
AKA sets our pendants. Yeah.
right. That's the Harley Davidson dealership that's close to me.
Oh, okay. That is the area I do want to come over and visit. I mean, I'd love to go through Nashville and and the whole Knoxville area and everything over there.
Yeah.
I do have a good friend over there, but I don't know. I'm a big, always been a country music guy, so it'd be a lot of fun to come to Nashville and check it out.
Well, if y'all ever get up this way, we'll put you up. We'll have a good time. I'll show you around.
I'm down for that.
I've invited Bry, but he doesn't leave Jersey.
Yeah, it's a whole Sopranos thing. He's afraid to leave.
That wrist bracelet really limits my travel. So
Wrist bracelet or ankle bracelet?
ankle bracelet.
Okay, yeah, all right.
You know.
Understandable, buddy. I got you.
Everybody keeps bugging me. They're like, "When you gonna do a rally?" I'm like, "Oh, I'd rather go ride." But
I'm doing VAM.
I was tempted to do that, but I don't know. I'm terrible around like trying to be sociable with people. I'll be straight up honest. I'm like, certain people I'm fine with, but with a lot of people, I'm like,
Yeah.
Bodine will be there.
wow, that's even more reason not to go.
Really?
I hate that guy. I can't stand him.
Oh shit, that's funny.
He does have that dome.
I liked him until he bought that new bike, and then I'm like, well, now
Yeah,
you're too cool for
he's
me.
not like Brad Columbus that just gives out hugs. So
I'm actually supposed to go see Bodine this summer, so looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That man was a wealth of knowledge for me.
He's a cool guy. I've been watching a lot more of his stuff and whatnot, and he would be fun to catch up with. That's for sure.
I gotta get HDR on this show. I gotta hit him up.
Hey, I'm fixing to have to Gary.
Oh, he's gonna have to Gary.
You guys good for a little while, or
I'm good.
Actually, I'm gonna jump off here soon, and
okay?
it's about almost 10 o'clock here, so I'm gonna
Oh, it's 10
go
o'clock.
chillax. Yeah,
Oh,
it is. I know it's what, about what?
sleepy weepy.
It's about 2 o'clock there, but I am getting sleepy. Goddamn it!
Are you gonna put on your jammies?
You don't want to know that, buddy. No, it's
I
been a
mean,
lot of fun, guys. You know, I mean,
almost
kind of
one here,
continuing
but-
Junior's live stream, coming over here, you know, monkey, everybody hanging out. It's been fun, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks, Bry, for coming back, you know, after taking care of the missus and getting her settled in.
Yeah,
She was having a good time.
my brother calls me, I come. You know what I mean? I come back.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh,
Yeah.
anytime.
Hey,
man.
and you know, thanks for coming on, Dallas. No, we were kind of speeches. It was kind of the monkey military show for a while, but it was good entertainment.
I mean, they do have the better accents.
This is true. So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in on this very spontaneous live issue, and it was a lot of fun.
All right. See y'all. Thank you.
All right. Hey, see you guys later.
Peace.